I want to make everyone aware of a situation that took place at another nuclear facility. This is one to keep an eye on. I talked recently about the situation that we had at the Indian Point plant. There's also the WIP facility down in New Mexico that is still an ongoing situation. But here we have in North Carolina, Duke Energy had reported and notified all the emergency management agencies of damage to electrical equipment at the Brunswick nuclear plant. They said that they have federal, state, and local officials notified, and I guess everyone's working on the issue, but this is something you're not going to see through the mainstream media. They're saying that this was electrical damage that set off an alert at this plant. And the most recent update, they have stated that this was an emergency class alert. An emergency was declared. It was critical. There was a manual scram alert declared due to an electrical fault resulting in a fire/explosion. Unit 1 declared an alert due to an explosion/fire in the balance of plant 4 kV in the switchgear bus area. Now, prior to the alert, there was operators initiating a manual scram, they state, due to an unexpected power decrease. They dropped from 88% down to 40%. They also stated that there was no ongoing fire there, that was put out. But they did, initiate this manual reactor scram due to the loss of both recirculation system variation speed, the drives, and everything in the auxiliary startup. They said that all of the emergency backup generators kicked in and started immediately in this process, and that they've notified DHS, FEMA, USDA, HSS, DOE, EPA, FDA, and the nuclear SSA. So all these folks know another incident at a nuclear plant, they're really not talking about it or telling the people much of anything. The last event that took place at Indian Point, it's the same old song and dance. The mainstream media doesn't want to talk about it, or if they do, they give out the initial statement that everything's okay. And as we've seen at Indian Point, the governor came out here recently and stated there was an issue. There was a radiation leak. There was a release. And this was happening to the people right after your mainstream media told you over your TV that it was okay. That was the most deadly part and dangerous part about it. It's at that critical moment when they're telling you everything's fine, trying to keep everybody calm down, everything's fine, that it's actually happening. And people are buying it. People, you better wake up. This situation, they're not talking about any kind of release thus far, but anytime you have an explosion and a fire inside of a nuclear plant and them losing power and they don't know what's going on, it's something to keep an eye on, because they never want to come out and state all the damage done right out the gate. I'll leave links. This has been Dabu7. Peace.